Hi team. Bowley, Starks, David, welcome in everyone. I do live. Thank you, Starks. It was Val, how you doing? I'm back in London. I haven't streamed in a while, have I? I've been so busy last, feels like I've been busy for a while, but I think other than competing in the next two events, I think things are going to be a little bit more relaxed, hopefully. Other than work, which is quite busy, but life is otherwise a little bit more relaxed at the moment. So I'm doing well, thank you, Val. I'm doing well. I haven't really played much, other than competing in Milwaukee, which I hadn't done a huge amount of prep for. I said to myself, okay, we've got Lille next weekend, so can I do more prep for that? And I haven't really turned the game on properly since Milwaukee, so I haven't quite followed through with doing more prep for Lille, but we're going to do it together, so that's fine. We're going to play a little bit of GBL today, and then maybe have a look at building a team, which hopefully shouldn't be too different in terms of team building and preparation than it was for Milwaukee, because we've not seen anything new. As far as I'm aware, nothing new is available, so we can take a look at how that went. But in the meantime, I obviously saw that Fero won Milwaukee. Right? Fero won, which I think is really cool. And I thought to myself, normal and flying. That's a useful typing, right? We've seen that over the years. We've seen Noctowl, especially when it was normal flying plus bulk, do really well. Then I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, well, what are the major fast attacks that we see at the moment? The oppressive fast attacks, because we know that Charm has been nerfed. And the main ones are probably Astonish and Mudslap. And so I thought to myself, okay, well, I was, I think, the only person in the top cut of Milwaukee, in all of top 16, to not have a flyer on my team. But if I were to bring a flyer, what would I bring? And so Fero, immediately I was like, oh, okay, double resisting Astonish, double resisting Mudslap, that's pretty exciting. But Fero's pretty fragile, and a lot of the time I think you need to shield Fero anyway. And so I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to shield anyway, why don't I use something that's even squishier? So today, team, in GBL, we are going to try and test Dodrio. Now, you're going to have to forgive me, because there are almost certainly going to be plays that are bad, because I'm washed. But we're going to give it a go, okay? Now, let's go over to the battle screen. Okay, this is the team that I was thinking of. Obviously, Flyers, since the dawn of time, have paired well with Mud Boys. Let's bring back, this was my finalist Shadow Swampert in Warsaw back in the 2023 season. So, what Dodrio set would we run? Now, obviously, Peck is the fast attack choice, and everyone is loving Drill Peck. But I found out today, or yesterday, that, I haven't named my Dodrio. That's a good point. Let's name Dodrio. Sergio, this one's for you. So I found out today that Dodrio can learn Air Cutter via Elite Charge TM. And I thought, what if we run Air Cutter for better pacing with Brave Bird for the damage output? Could that work? So we are going to... Have I not named the Gudra? Let's name the Gudra. I have too many Gudra. Oh, I'm just probably using the wrong Gudra, that's why. Okay, so we are going to attempt a triple flying Dodrio on the basis that it has a ridiculously high attack stat. A lot of teams, maybe not so much in GBL Remix, but definitely in Play Pokemon, don't have good flying resists. There aren't a ton of Pokemon that resist flying that we've been seeing, unless people start to lean into the steel types. But some people don't even go for a steel type. So here's the Pharaoh. Well, this isn't ideal. Actually, I'll just come in with Gudra here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the plan here is soft lose, farm up whatever comes in later with the Swampert, and try and get energy later. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Pharaoh's on 1. Remember that. Let's force it to throw some energy. 6. Okay. How do you get a Rayquaza? I don't know. I think it's in raids today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, at this point, we're just going to go for this full farm down, like we do with Swampert of old, and see what we can hit in the back. 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, the tricky thing here is we're going to CMP on the next one. I'm going to have to sack Dojo actually. 2. Okay, they're at a drill pack now. I'm going to lose actually. Because I don't know how much this is going to do. I've only got like 1500 stat product. Okay, actually I'm fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well that's bad. Okay, well there's nothing I can do here. Emil, thank you very much. What happened to my Milwaukee pick? It came in the top 4 without me. I'll be honest. I flicked between teams about 100 times before Milwaukee, and I locked in. Did you know they changed? They changed the registration deadline. They changed it to 5:30 a.m. on the day of the tournament, and previously, it was at 7:30 a.m. So I would build my team at 7 o'clock on the morning of a tournament when I'd panicked and decided I hated my team. And for Milwaukee, I had to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning. That was very stressful for me. So I locked in my team at 5:20 a.m. And that is an example of exactly how not to prepare for a regional event. All right, I would not recommend doing that. I can't even remember the last pick that I said that I wanted to use. I've realized my team here is very squishy, and this is the problem with Shadow Swampert. 2, 3, 4. Okay, everything runs Ice Beam now. I need to get shields down because the Wiggly will otherwise be quite annoying. Okay. Ouch. I'm just going to try and get to it. Oh. Okay, go on then. Let's see what Dodrio can do. And we've got 2 attacks banked. Marto, don't say that. I'm so bad now. Okay, we've got 2 attacks banked on the Swampert. We're going to have 1 here. The Wiggly was on... Okay. I'm going to Brave Bird into... Well, I don't care about that. They're not going to shield this. And then what I do is I bank another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. If they... I have no idea what attack a Golurk has. Okay, this is a problem. 1, 2, 3. Can I boost? No! Wait, I paused ever so slightly. Did I not click the attack in time? What attack does a Golurk have? Oh my god, I lost because I didn't press it fast enough. Oh, Val, thank you for the sub, but I should have won that. I was trying to see if I had a Brave Bird and I looked down and I didn't click it in time. But I would have won that if I was paying attention. Guys, if I can work out how to use this Dodrio, I will bring a triple flying Dodrio to Lille. Okay? I just need to practice with this new air cutter. Okay. And also maybe Shadow Swampert isn't the best with it because it also needs shields and I need my shields for the Dodrio. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is Dodrio better than Pharaoh? No. But it is funnier than Pharaoh. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? 17. Oh wait, does this thing have play rough? Yeah, it does. Okay. 10 energy. 2, 3. Is Murkrow any good in OGL? Yes. I mean, it's doing well in Play Pokemon. Okay, how do I want to play this? Okay. He's done 4 Sucker Punches, 28, 38 energy. Okay. 45, 52, 89. That's bad. So he's 1 off 2 Night Slashes. Will he throw straight away? Let's see. Nope. Uh-oh. I'm going to get play roughed. This is bad. Oh my god, that is so much. I need a boost. 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 This is bad. Am I coming to LAIC? I don't think I will. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, Dodrio. Come on, Dodrio. You're boosted, please. Bonk. Can I get one in? No! No! Oh, if I didn't try the catch on the Gudra, I'm a fraud. Okay. This is my fault so far. This is not Dodrio's fault. Should I change the Swampert to something that I don't have to shield? Because it would be great to have shields just for Dodrio. But there's potential here, guys. There is potential. Or is there something bulkier than Gudra that I can... Do you know what I realized? So I brought an Azumarill to Milwaukee, and I haven't really played Azumarill in a long time. And I just find those slow, bulky Pokemon so boring. I just feel like I'm letting my opponents set up with them, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Okay, I need something that's actually fine versus Wigglytuff, because I've been seeing a lot of those. But bulky things generally... Does Clodsire work? Does Clodsire work? Can I just throw Clodsire in? I mean, it's GBL, right? Like, there's no real thing as an ABB in GBL anymore. So, let's just see how it goes. How you doing, Sameep? Say hi to Lyle for me. Guys, I'm having a show reel made of some of my casting. And it's quite exciting that I've actually done quite a lot of events now. Oh, great lead. But Lyle features in my show reel. I assume I can take an Aquajet. I don't hugely... Oh god, that's so much damage. Interesting. I don't really mind about Switch though, because obviously I've got both a Claude and a... What's in the back? If they lead Carbink, what's in the back? Bonk. I'll let one go, I'll shield one, and then I should be fine, right? They should give Gliscod a nuke move. I don't think it wants one. I think it wants the pacey coverage that it's got. What are you bringing now? Okay. I also need to remember when we play Lille to count, because sometimes I just stop paying attention. What do they have that's going to beat Swampert in the 0-1s? Okay. I'm going to go into Swampert. They probably know I'm going to go into Swampert. Nope. Oh. They're going to Bubble Beam me, so I need to save the Clod so I can get rid of the Bubble Beam thing. I mean, I have Sludge now. I'm fine. I can just double Sludge this. We're okay. I'm playing Lille, and are you sure Air Cutter is not a mistake? Well, look, the thing with a lot of these is, if I'm running Drill Peck, why not run Fearow, right? If I'm running a Dodrio, what is it about the Dodrio that is making me pick the Dodrio over Fearow? And the only real reason I would do that is if the pacing can justify. Yeah, but is Trailblaze enough? I want to run Bravebird. Bravebird is knocking stuff out, right? Now, if Bravebird is inviting shields in the same way that Blastburn does, and you've got Air Cutter also with stab, with boost potential, do you see that Air Cutter actually could be a lot more exciting to use with Bravebird? If you're running Trailblaze, probably run Trailblaze for the better balance of your coveraged attacks. Air Cutter does suck, but we do have stab. Air Cutter... Also, hold on a minute. Isn't Air Cutter like a punch clone? No. Air Cutter's 35-55. That's not even that bad. Bravebird plus Peck the same as Bravebird plus Cutter? What, Sergio? Only for the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 35-45? I don't remember. Let's see how much damage it does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, I guess GBL doesn't count because these guys don't know I have Bravebird. Do you think anything is survived? Oh, Bravebird would probably have been a knockout anyway from here, but I'm boosted. Also, you get the boost 33% of the time. Like, that's obscene. What do you mean might as well be single moved? The Bravebird is what gets you the shield. What's in the back? Please, Swampert, please. Okay. Maybe should have shielded the Clodsire. I don't think this is going to be enough. Not terrible. Okay, it's fine. We're learning. We're learning. If I were to build a Dodrio team, what would it look like? Okay, we got one, but I don't think that was because Dodrio was bad. Let's try. Let's... what's my Great League? Are there any other mud boys that are eligible? We need something that can sponge fast attack damage. Why do we put Clod in the lead? How does that sound? Oh, it's Typhlosion. Typhlosion's cool. Which Clod do I use these days? Let's use Maud. Sure, let's try for Alligator. Quag? Yeah, but I don't really like Quag. Quag's kind of boring. Actually, do I want to I think I want to bring Shadow Steelix again. I think I liked Shadow Steelix. I used Shadow Steelix quite a lot in Milwaukee. Tell you what I used a lot. I used Furret all the time. Furret was good. Great. Who uses this? The worst thing is I can't even poison sting this down with Clodsire afterwards. Ah, okay. I haven't actually been counting. Were they on 6? Bad timing throw, just for fun. Okay, I know I can shield this and my Clod will be ready. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out both. Wait, he's got all 3? Uh-oh. This is a lot for Dodrio to do here. I need this to knock out, actually. But I don't think it will. Please. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Boost me. No. Oh. Doesn't matter. Oh. You did what you could, Dodrio. You did what you could. I don't think it makes any difference. Couldn't take them both out. What was my safe swap in that game? It was for Alligator. Useless! Wait, what if we do lat press? Wait. Wait. Is it time? Shadow lat press. Okay. He didn't have any answers to Shadow lat press there, other than Toxpex, but Shadow lat press is kind of fine. This is me slowly building my team for Lille, based on Great League Remix in the 2600s. This is not a good lead. But I do like that now we run Stone Edge, that we get a shield first, or a lot of damage. We shield the Dodrio. Okay. They're a mystical fire driftling. This is exactly what I'm likely to face in Lille. I'm actually going to let them take the lat press down so that I have... Oh, okay, that's fine. So that I can use my switch clock. Sorry, I can switch into dojo in a minute. Can I come in now? Cool. They died with the move. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to lose. Boost. Wait, boost. No. Wait. Please do a lot of damage, please. Can we please take a moment to appreciate that dugong? That was a dugong. That's like 2100 stat product. That was heavy damage. 2200 stat product. Dojo. It's the future. I'm very interested to see how this week progresses for me when I fall in love with Dojo for all of 2 days and then change my mind and run Registeel at Lille instead. Welcome in, team. Oh, this is not a good lead, is it? It's okay. We've got good answers for Anita Queen. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, let's remember that the Nido Queen's on 2. How are you doing? Welcome in. We're testing Dojo. We'll take shield advantage here. Hopefully they shield this. Hopefully they shield this thinking, oh no, this is not good. I actually wanted them to shield that. Oh, actually that's fine. We're gonna sack the Dojo somehow. How's this gonna work? Can you start to give me shields? That would be useful. I don't really mind getting debuffed because I can just switch into something else in a minute anyway. Okay, there's one. There's my boost back. Okay, how are we going to do this? Okay, I have a plan, Please don't have earth power. Please don't have earth power. No, I needed Lapras. Okay. That was close. That was close. I could have... I don't even know what Nido Queen's attack is. It's 115. Okay, that wouldn't have worked. Interesting. Interesting. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the raid. Did you have were you playing GBL? Did you have a good stream? We're currently plotting Dojo teams. I think Clodsire. What else do I need? The ice. I feel like there are a lot more people in GBL using ice than there are in Play Pokemon. Is that true? I haven't seen many Dugong in Play Pokemon. Oh, this is boring. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get that person. Okay. Okay. Let's think about this. Three, 4, 5. You've heard my name on Axon's stream? How's Axon doing? I haven't heard from him in a while. He wasn't in Milwaukee. I didn't get a chance to catch up with him. Okay, the pod was on 2. Three and 4 and 5, 6. Okay. That's not good. Uh-oh, I miscounted. Come on, Dojo, let's do this. How much energy does the Lapras have? No, I actually need this, don't I? Uh-oh. I'm playing Lille. 1. I can't win. Dojo doesn't have enough health. Just missed it. Just missed it. I don't know if I like leading Clodsire. I'm going to lead the Lapras. It's too slow. It's too slow. To be fair, I generally don't really like leading bulky Pokemon. I find them so boring. Let's try that instead. Let's try this. Guys, if you have any recommendations for Pokemon that you want me to see use in Lille, tell me, because everything currently is on the table. I've got... Oh wow, I've got less than a week. Yeah, Philbeg, I hear is... What was Philbeg using? I can't remember. But Philbeg will be there. Two cannon? Maybe not two. Maybe not two cannon. Oh, Philbeg was using Bastiodon, I think. That's not fun. Toad Scroll. Why? The problem is, when we get the opportunity to use Pokemon like Toad Scroll, all I think is, why not use Shadow Torterra? Because it's more fun. Why don't we use the most fun version? Shadow Talon, Gastro Core. Yeah, I mean, that one seems more sensible. If I had to play a sensible team, that would be... Please don't let another Basti win. What you're trying to say is we want to see a Shadow Basti win. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to shield in this matchup because I can't let Claude be up against Skarmory. This is where Trailblaze would be useful, I admit. But if they want to throw on optimal timing, I actually get my second air cutter in first. And they're not throwing on optimal timing, which I will take. What I want to aim to do here is air cutter into a Brave Bird. So I've decided let's boost on this next air cutter. 1, 2, 3. Then, hopefully they no shield, the Skarmory comes in, we boost into a Brave Bird. Boost. We didn't boost. Plans ruined. We didn't even get the Brave Bird. 1, 2, 3, okay. 4. What is this? Oh, it's an arachnid. Shadow Kwak is the most actual meta. It could be. Honestly, it could be. That's just a bubble beam. We could run Shadow Kanto Marowak. I've got a good one. That's not a bubble beam, that's a water pulse. Oh, water pulse is cheaper now, isn't it? Of course. We need to be ready for the Skarmory. I kind of want you to Brave Bird me. Brave Bird me. There it is. That didn't do as much as I wanted it to. I'm in trouble now. Come on, Claude. Let's get one more Stone Edge, baby. Come on. Reach. Dreamy. Dreamy. We let that lap press go. We sacrificed that Sparkling Aria for that gorgeous Poison Sting down. Double Stone Edge. Goodbye, shiny Arachnid. Okay. We've progressed from 1 win to 2, which means that in the next set, we will get it. I did Midnight Battles. Why did I do that? Someone send me a battle. Was I trying out I was trying out Registeel? Yeah, Registeel's cool. I was trying out Flash Cannon Registeel at the time. Right, let's build a team for Lille. How are we going to do that? I'll show you how we're going to do that. Come with me. Right. Let's start with Team Builder. What we're going to do is we're going to increase the scorecard to 80. We're going to leave it on 0 and 1 shields. We're going to use... Wow, I haven't turned this computer on in so long that I don't even have my Tales of Transformation meta on this device. So I'm just going to copy and paste it from my phone and send it to myself. Uno momento, por favor. I had a dream yesterday that I could speak fluent French. And I was like, that would be cool. I wish I could. I wish. Okay, here is Meta. I've missed out something. Something's missing. Oh, I missed scissor. Okay, and we're going to save that. What's our season called? Tales of Transformation. Cool. And now, let's put in Dodrio. But we're not going to run Drawback, we're going to run Legacy Air Cutter. That is a good score. Heck yeah. I don't know if you can see it because of the chat. One sec, let me remove the chat box. Oh baby, DFCD. That's what we like to see when we start our team building. What do you mean Registeel is the opposite of cool? Registeel is spicy now. Registeel is legit spice. If you saw a Registeel, you'd be like, whew, oh baby. He's bringing a Registeel. That's pretty crazy of him. That's spicy. Especially with Flash Cannon. Okay, we need bulk. I'm seeing a Shadow Claydol down here and I'm enjoying it. We can't have Shadow Zapdos and Dodrio. That doesn't work. Cradley seems mandatory, so let's just chuck the Cradley in now because we know that we're going to have a Cradley. I like Shadow Steelix. That worked for me and I know how to use it. I was running Earthquake. Does this start to form a team? We can bring Lapras. Maybe Shadow. Not that Shadow's any better in this meta at all, but funny. What do we not like? Do you know what? I was team building the other day with some of the Americans. Some of the Americans, Pocket, etc. And I was talking to them about resistance profiles, and they didn't realize that defensive typing, this team resists 15 of 18 types. They didn't really ever use this, whereas I use this all the time. I will always team build and see, am I covering all of the resistances or not? And if not, which ones am I not covering, and am I okay with that? If I'm not covering Psychic, for example, I don't usually mind. There's not a huge amount of offensive Psychic pressure in the meta at the moment. But triple weak to fighting, on the other hand, that would be more worrying. What I don't mind quite as much is that Steelix and Lapras aren't actually terrible into Annihilate, but I definitely can't let myself stay as weak as I am to fighting. So I might end up dropping the Lapras because of that. So I'm missing, at the moment, a fighting, a fire, and a dark resist. So immediately Azumarill is like, do we go for the Azumarill rather than the Lapras, right? Because look, if we were to just chuck Azu here, and then rate the team, what we'd find is that we immediately go up to 18 resistances. So already, with 4 Pokemon, we've covered every single resistance if we needed to. What we haven't covered is every single meta Pokemon that we're trying to cover, right? Because some Pokemon will actually have perfect amounts of play into all of these. So that's then what I need to think about is, well, which Pokemon have coverage that they can still be comfortable? And so you can see, for example, Clodsire. Clodsire is very comfortable. So we need something that really, really pressures the Clod. And Dusknoir as well is a little bit worrying, because Dodrio, basically you have to ignore the Dodrio. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take Dodrio out, because you have to pretend that Dodrio doesn't exist. Lots of people, when you're trying to build around spicy Pokemon, they try and like cover the weaknesses and things of the spicy Pokemon. But if the spicy Pokemon's really squishy, you have to team build as if it's not there. Team build as if it doesn't exist, so that you're not forced into using it as a response to some of the weaknesses. and that way it can be free. So I'm going to build as if Dodrio is not on the team and then just see if it can slot in right at the end. Now that I've got a framework that it should, on paper, be able to work around. Shadow Kanto Marowak. Wouldn't that be exciting? PV poke simulations are a bad bias to have. Jocks, honestly, I haven't really used PV poke sims in a long time now. My only use for PV poke is when I'm doing team building to get a quick idea of the types of things I'm somewhat weak to. Most of the time I'm not even trusting it, and I check my resistance profile and then I will double check CMPs. That's pretty much it. I don't ever look at the, like, I mean, even if we to go into these, right? So this is saying my Cradley will hard lose against Annihilate. And you're like, yeah, of course it will. This is saying here that Steelix, so against an Azumarill, it's saying your Steelix and your Cradley will beat the Azumarill and your Azumarill is neutral to it. When you play with a Shadow Steelix, you realise that as soon as it's 0 shields, it's actually not that comfortable because this is averaging 0 to 1s, so this isn't even that accurate. Fortress. So if I were to add Kanto Marowak, how would we look? That Dusk Noir worries me. And this Gastrodon worries me. Does Sizzle worry me? A little bit. This Florges is what's... These two fairies are a little bit annoying. I do like Glyspod. So the question is, how do you scare away the Sizzle? Because if we were to add Dodrio in now, right? We need to cover Clod. Clod and Dusk Noir. And then the Scizor is there, which is annoying. Okay. So if we were to go into if we were to go and have a look at 2 shield scenario, what am I getting degened by? Wow. Is this real? Dodrio just wins the 2s against an Annihilate? Peck's doing 13? Dodrio, stop it. That's quite funny. Okay, they have to shield the air cutter. Love that for me. And then I would reach another air cutter. So they could just 2 shield punch through. But if I'm running an Azumarill, I'm very okay with that. Because I will reach an air cutter guaranteed before they take me out. Okay, I'm actually fine against Annihilate. What am I not fine against? I'm fine to just put a Talonflame in. If you lose versus a Dodrio 2 Cannon team, you'll retire. Yeah, if you lose to either of those, that wouldn't be great, would it? Everyone is running Shadow Talon at the moment. Are we established? Is the meta established that is the better way to run Talonflame? If I get rid of this Dojo for a second. I don't really like Talonflame. It's just a bit, like, it would feel a bit too clunky for me. But I don't think there's much else. Yeah, Mason Valarash said that he prefers regular. These starting four look pretty good. What beats Annihilate, Fortress, Gastrodon? Dodrio does. You think Macargo beats Gastrodon, do you? Can I just add a Corsola? Ooh, Giratina. Could I run Giratina? Would I run Ancient Power or would I run Shadow Sneak?
Look me in the eye, tell me that I'm still alive, 'cause what you did last night was a sin. I don't wanna lie, I think I
kind of like Shadow Sneak.
You took me places I'd never been. I'm falling apart without you. It's only been hours, but I can't get you off my mind. Don't know what you've done to all I knew, but I'm ready to leave.
I mean, a flyer here makes sense.
If you're the devil, then I
But
will.
the flyer that actually makes sense is probably not Dodrio.
I feel it deep in my bones, but when you love me, you know you make hell seem cold.
Tell you what, this team's actually looking not bad, but it's not a Dodrio team. But what if we just did it anyway?
If you're the devil, then I will sell you my soul just for
I mean,
to show you that
I mean,
you're a demon. I feel it
I don't hate it.
bones, but when you love me, you know
Yeah, cell block. Yeah. Why don't we just do it? Right. Someone battle me. Someone DM me a team and fight me. Right now. I'm gonna tag this team. I'm gonna tag this sick team.
to show you that I'm yours. Yeah, you're a demon. I feel it deep
What have I
in my
got?
bones, but when you love me, you know you make hell seem cold.
Okay. Guys, could you imagine if I actually run this team and we just came up with it in 5 to 10 minutes on stream? I wouldn't be surprised if I don't run a single Pokemon from this when it actually gets to it. Okay, Cradily. Steelix. I don't even like Azumarill. Also, I have a really good Shadow Kanto Marowak and I've never used it, so probably not a great sign. And Dodrio. Okay. Has it always been able to learn air cutter? Genuinely, I have no idea. I saw basically backstory was, wait, come over here. So the backstory was I had to leave Milwaukee to catch my plane. And at the airport, I saw the result and I was like, oh, that's crazy, Meteorfallion won. I didn't get a chance to speak to him, so I don't really know a huge amount about him. And so I just like quickly looked at, I think it was like a final clip that had gone onto X. And I saw a Firo, and I just remember thinking, oh, Firo winning, that's really cool. And so when I then sat down and I thought yesterday, oh, I need to make a team for Lille, what won? I was thinking, I don't actually know what the winning team was. I just know that he had a Firo, and I'd heard that he had a Bastidon. And so I checked the team, and I was looking at this Firo, and I was thinking, double resistance of Ghost, double resistance of Ground makes a lot of sense when the major fast attacks that we've seen are Astonish and Mudslap. And I was thinking, okay, so normal and flying is obviously really cool. And I've used Rufflet a lot in GBL at the beginning of the season. And I was like, but no one ever used Dodrio, because I remember I mentioned Dodrio, but no one ever used it, because I was like, oh, the Trailblaze is cool, but it's not actually that useful. What could make Dodrio useful is the Brave Bird damage, right? Because flying, if it's unresisted, would just do so much. And then I thought, well, maybe the way to run Brave Bird is to improve your pacing with Air Cutter, which I only found out about, which is when I went onto the Pokedex to try and check that Brave Bird was just a normal TM move on the game. I saw Air Cutter, and that's when I was like, pause. Do I think Tina benefits from the Ghost move over Ancient Power? I think it depends on what your team's a little bit soft to. I think because I don't want to be walled by Steel with, for example, Azumarill's charge attack's already walled by Steel. My Dodrio is entirely walled by Steel. My Credilli is entirely walled by Steel. So I don't hugely love the idea of the Giratina also being walled by Steel in terms of its charge attacks. So that's why I've put Sneak there. But that's not to say that is the play. But we shall see. The defensive stat product is so high, why not run Air Cutter instead of Drill Peck? I'd sacrifice that for the pacing. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Like, the damage output is really high, and not just that, it has the potential to boost. And that's pretty funny. Imagine going up to a Brave Bird, baiting an Air Cutter, getting a shield, and boosting. Profit. So, I don't hate the idea. Yeah, Val, I used Dodrio when the season started, but I was using Drill Peck Trailblaze. Yesterday was the first day that I changed to Air Cutter. Yeah, Chris, did you see? I don't know if you saw. Were you around when I showed you the Annihilate matchup? Look at this. This is Dodrio against Shadow Annihilate. Shadow Annihilate, bear in mind it can punch through a lot, right? In twos. But not when Peck is doing 13 and Counter's only doing 10. You can maul through it. And you can throw 2 Air Cutters in that time as well. And you probably would. You probably would throw 2. Actually, this is interesting. If we Air Cutter... If we were to Air Cutter, get a shield and a buff, we're then doing 16. We'd still probably want to throw one if they don't throw one. Interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Also, 1575. What's the squishiest? My Pangoro had about 10 attack, 1600. Okay, So I don't think I've ever gone down as far as 1575. Didn't play Pokemon before. How is Dodrio relative to Fearow? Because Fearow has... Oh, Ruffler as well. Fearow has superb coverage. I don't even care about zeros because I'm never playing... Actually, I guess with Brave Bird, it's worth looking at zeros. Okay, so Dodrio... I mean, Dodrio gets a few big wins just by throwing that Brave Bird. But generally, you're not playing zeros with a Dodrio. Hey, Dodrio is way better in these sims than Fearow. Sims are a little bit hit and miss. Okay, average is worse, but it says it's got a couple of wins that are interesting. Who knows? Who knows? What day is it today? Is it Saturday? Shall I do some midnight battles? What time is it? 6:30. I haven't eaten. Guys, do you know what I've been doing? I have, since the beginning of June. So, I casted Bologna at the beginning of June. And I was casting with... I can't remember who I was casting with. Arceus Aurelius was definitely there. Maybe Inadequance. Maybe Count Zedius? I can't remember exactly who was on that one. Either way, funny story. We just finished casting. We'd casted for the whole weekend, and we have, on the Sunday, in the evening or in the late afternoon, we have a debrief where we sit down around the table and we discuss how we feel the weekend went. Maybe make some notes, talk about what could have been improved, what we'd like to do for next time. This one was a relatively relaxed debrief for two reasons. One, it was the end of the season. It was the last regional of last season, so there wasn't a huge amount that we were going to be looking to take forward. But two, I think we had a good event. Across the board, I think everyone was really strong, so I don't think that there was like a huge amount of constructive criticism or anything like that that we needed to go through. So I'd somewhat zoned out, and on the table there were various snacks. And I saw it was like a little lion chocolate bar. And I remember that I was just in my own head and I was a bit tired and I was like, I'm just going to have a small little tiny chocolate bar. And I picked it up. And just as I was opening it, Arceus Aurelius, he turns to me and he looks at me. He does this. You got a bit of a sweet tooth, don't you? I looked at him. I was like, what the heck does that mean? I was like, Marcus, what are you trying to say? And like, okay, I'd maybe showcased a sweet tooth over a few months. And I'd maybe put on a little bit of weight. Sure. But I was like, I'm having one tiny chocolate bar at the end of a weekend of all the times to fat shame me. Surely you can let me off this one time. However, I took that to heart and I decided that I was going to lock in. Beginning of June, I think it was June the 17th. June the 17th, I remember being the day that I decided, do you know what? I am going to go and absolutely graft in the gym and get a six-pack. And so, how long has it been? No, well, it's been 4 months, basically. 4 months to the day since I was fat-shamed at work, guys. I was fat-shamed at work, 4 months on, and I've lost 6 kilograms. And Jocks, yeah, he called me out, but maybe for the best. Maybe it was what we needed to do. So I've cut a lot of fat, and now in the gym I feel so light, and it's genuinely crazy what I'm able to do in the gym when you feel light and feel flexible and healthy body, healthy mind. You know, we always say that. So probably for the best. I feel faster, I feel more agile. And yeah, if you're going to take things seriously, like do them properly. If you're going to do anything, do it properly. That's often been my approach with every other aspect. So I thought, no more excuses, I'll lock in. And now I'm just gonna, I feel like I have some kind of obsessive condition because I just get so addicted to whatever it is that I'm doing, which is probably why I've not been playing as much pogo recently, because I've just been lifting stupid weights in the gym, right? And that's been my laser focus, for sure, that has been. But we are playing Lille next weekend. We've played with Dodrio. I'm going to try and build a team with Dodrio. I will try and test it over the next few days. If it doesn't work, we will accept that we have to drop the Dodrio. But I have one rule that I am otherwise living by, and that is single or fat, but not both. And that's what we're going to keep gymming for, right? Because otherwise, who knows what could happen to me. I've got 2 more events I'm playing. Just looking at the calendar. Playing Lille, playing Gdansk. And then I don't know what I'll do. I don't know how many more I'll play after that. You'll accept that I need to drop the gym to focus on GBL. The problem with GBL is what am I trying to do? I don't think I'll play Stuttgart. I don't think I'll play Stuttgart. I'll play Lille and Gdansk. But yeah, in GBL, you know, I don't know. I want to cast more. I want to try and cast major events. I've obviously got to cast Worlds last year. I'd love the opportunity to try and cast major events this season. And with that in mind, and that being my focus, I don't necessarily need championship points. I don't necessarily need travel awards, because I'm putting everything into hopefully casting these events. So the need to play reduces. That's probably why my focus has shifted recently. Probably why I haven't streamed as much recently, because I was too busy thinking about Marcus fat shaming me. I'm playing Gdansk. Yeah, I'm playing Gdansk. And then we'll see where it goes. I don't know if you guys remember, but I also have been very much considering a path out of my normal job. So I work as a lawyer. I'm so bored of law. Like, I can do it, but ultimately I'm just sat behind a desk reading documents all day, every day. And I feel wasted. I feel like I have more that I can offer, not in a document. And so I love casting. I love the presentation and the performance aspect of casting. And I thought to myself, is there a world, is there a future where I can do more work on screen, or more performative, more creative, or expressive work, anything in that field? And so I've signed myself up, guys. I've signed myself up for an intensive 1-week screen acting course. I'm hoping to meet some casting directors. I'm hoping to meet some talent agents. And I'm trying to work out how can I maximize opportunities using my experience casting Pokemon as leverage? How can I try and get more opportunities on screen? And then the other thing that I was thinking is, I was watching something on Instagram the other day, and it was a voice actor. And I don't know necessarily how secure voice acting is in terms of the future of the world, but I did think that voice acting is cool. And I just thought, hey, maybe I could just try. Maybe I could just get some fun scripts or dialogues, monologues perhaps, maybe some fun scenes, and then just see what some voice acting could look like. And then just try and explore different things that I find interesting and exciting. Maybe some anime characters, maybe some video game characters, but also just characters where it's just a blank script and you can be anyone and you can take it wherever you want. So it would be fun. You can't imagine me behind the desk as a lawyer. This is what I'm saying. I sit there every single day. Like I worked 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. yesterday on a document that we were trying to get out. And I just afterwards, they were obviously happy. Like my team were happy with me and everything. But like afterwards, I was like, what is the value that I really feel that I've added? I've reviewed a document. I'm good with the English language, and that obviously has helped law because I am articulate and I write well and I speak well, and that helps my contractual analysis and my drafting. But it's not fun. It's not particularly expressive. It's not particularly creative. But it pays the bills, and that's what's difficult. Is that we're often tied up having to work out how to pay the bills more than how to live, right? And I don't want to work to live. Sometimes you have dreams about killing Wigglytuffs. Yeah, well, I feel like we're very much in the same boat concepts, yeah. You feel the same about accounting? Yeah, exactly. And I think it's difficult. I'm not going to get into some big speech about life. I mean, I could. But I do feel like we grew up in a world where we were told, oh, you need to do these various forms of education to get a qualification or a degree, and then you need to go into a certain kind of office job, and then you need to go and pay a mortgage for a house. And you know, I'm 30 at the moment, and I just was finding it all very circular. I was thinking, hold on a minute, I invest the majority of my time earning money just to give it to a landlord because I was told that that's how much you're supposed to pay to be able to live. And I'm never on that path going to break out of that cycle. I could do that genuinely for 20 years and continue just going in, day out, paying my bills and getting a little bit of evening time to do what? Right now I get home, I go to the gym, I have dinner, and I should then be going to sleep. That's it. That's all I would have time for. And when I'm casting events, I work the whole week, and then I work the weekend, and then I fly first thing in the morning on Monday morning, and I land at Heathrow Airport, and I get the train to work. And I do it again. So I don't get weekends, I don't get weeknights, and I'm just like, this is tiring, you know? This is tiring. And that's actually why I took a break from streaming for a bit. I just didn't have the space to... can I do some voice acting for you now? Oh, I've never done it. I'd need to learn. So, oops. What is a good way to get into voice acting? I think with everything you need to be able to... When I speak low, my mic thinks I'm background noise. Sorry. I'll come a bit closer. I think that... I mean, it is acting, right? It isn't... You can't just... I wonder if everyone just thinks, oh, I could become a voice actor. Because I imagine it's not just what your voice sounds like, it's how you use your voice. So what I'm thinking is finding some script of something and doing a voice and just seeing what it sounds like. And the difficulty here actually is I can't hear what I sound like right now. I'm just talking into the mic, but I'm not wearing any headphones and I don't have any feedback of what I sound like, which is why I don't know when, you know, if JP, when you say that if the mic thinks I'm background noise, I'm trusting you guys to tell me if there's anything wrong with the audio. In Brazil, you need to be a certified actor. Guys, who's heard of IMDb? Is that something you use around the world? Yes or no? Does anyone know what IMDb is? International Movie Database. Yeah? Who's this guy? That's me. Hi. So the Pokemon Worlds went on to IMDb as a credit. And then you can basically claim the page. You can basically say, hey, this is me. And they go, okay, upload photos. And so I was like, here you go. And I just uploaded some of the photos that I've got on my Instagram account. And then the other thing I've got is a spotlight page, which is How do I get just to my profile? Now this page is more of an acting page. So this is some of my, hey guys, did you know that I was in Aladdin? I was just an extra, but I was there. So yeah, I have a page that's like related to acting. I have some things starting to get set up, but I need some more training. I need some more experience, which is why I've signed up for that acting course in November. And then, yeah, maybe I will try some voice acting. I can get some little scripts off Instagram and just see what it sounds like. And I don't know if it's a case of trying to mimic someone else, because I don't think that that's necessarily what the voice actors are looking to do. They're trying to bring something authentic and unique about their own voice to a project. And if that works for that character, then that's the basis on which they'd come in. I don't think it's so much a case of trying to mimic someone else's voice. Yeah, training courses to be a voice actor. There'll be training courses to do everything. Everything's very expensive to train to do. But I feel like if I could one day get into a lifestyle where I'm performing and presenting and getting to travel, and I've got some form of stable income, I'll keep doing Pokemon, right? There was once upon a time where I was like, oh, how long will I do this for? But actually casting Pokemon's really, like, I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy traveling, and I really enjoy meeting everyone. So I probably will look to keep going with that for a long time, and then maybe use that as some form of bedrock to build upon and see what other opportunities I can get from that. It's expensive to train to be a lawyer. Yeah, I mean, not only is it expensive, like it took a lot of time, right? I went to university at 18. I did my undergraduate degree. I did my master's. I did my 2-year training contract. And then I'm 5 years qualified now. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, geez, that is a lot of time. A lot of years. 11 years. 11 years. Words beyond fiction. I will do. Words beyond fiction. I'll look into that. Yeah, and I guess, your voice is a muscle, the same as everything else. And if we're gymming as hard as we're gymming, then I can probably train my voice as well. And then there are just other things that I realized that I wanted to do in life, right? I can't speak any other languages. And I don't love that for myself. I want to be able to speak other languages. I want to be able to play music again. I've got my saxophone there. I want a piano. My brother's got the piano. I want to play music again. I want to learn how to sing. I want to do loads of other things. And right now, going to the office all day, every day, coming home, gymming and going to sleep that's not a lifestyle that I'm loving, So one of your friends quit being a lawyer, started as an intern in a creative agency, and is infinitely happier now. Yeah, exactly. And I think that, I've never ever been someone that chases money or cares about being rich. I know that I have an expensive lifestyle right now because I live in London, and I know that I have nice tastes, like clothes. But I think I can make sacrifices. Do you know what I could do? I could probably sell quite a lot of Pokemon stuff. I have a lot of Pokemon stuff sat around doing absolutely nothing. Even on this shelf here, I've got, ignore the plushies, but I've got the world's bag from 2 years. I've got 2 more world's bags here. Here I have 2 world's bags. One is a staff bag, one is the competitor bag. So I've got 4 world's bags, all full of everything that was in them. I didn't touch them, I just put them there. I have expensive. Look, I like nice clothes and nice. I did just order new perfume actually. That was quite expensive. But other than that, not what else is there? It's only what's on me, right? Actually, I do waste a lot of money on a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff I could sell. Be brave and go for it. Yeah, and this is the thing, Curry. Like, I don't have responsibilities right now. I don't have... How much does my haircut cost? Like, £39. But I very rarely get my hair cut now. I started growing my hair long. Look how long my hair is. It's super long. So I barely need to get... I might get a haircut this weekend. But what was I saying? Who was I responding to? Oh yeah, I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have any kids that I need to pay for, other than my rent. Actually, my rent is really expensive. Yeah, I need to sort that out. Maybe I need to get... I was thinking I probably need to get a flatmate. The problem is this is the spare room, right? I live by myself in a 2-bed flat in the middle of London, which is stupidly expensive, isn't very sensible, particularly when I haven't been using this room to actually justify having this room as a gaming room. But this room is cool, and I feel like if I gave it away to someone, I would save a lot of money, but I would lose my cool room, and I need to maybe swallow that pill. So we'll see. If I eat out a lot, yeah, I probably order in a fair amount as well. I could probably sort that out. That's for sure. I'd love to be really good at cooking. It's just hard sometimes justifying cooking for one person because it takes a long time, and I inhale it in like 4 to 6 seconds. So, do I get maintenance haircuts? Yeah. I mean, I'll probably go tomorrow if they're open and just trim the sides a little bit. But you cut your own hair? Do you know, I used to cut my own hair when I was young. When it was short, I used to cut my own hair. You want to buy one of my World's bags? Sounds good. Jocks going bald is the way. One day. Probably not, but... Probably not. We'll see. I'm in no rush. I don't know, it's difficult. A lot of people have said to me, should I do more content creation? And the apprehension I have is that I already feel like I do enough Pokemon related things. And I'm someone that always encourages people to try and be as well-rounded as possible. And I feel like if I were to do Pokemon content outside of the streaming that I'm doing, I'm going too far down that path for my liking, for my personal liking. I already play, cast, stream. That's enough, I think, for me. So if I were to do other content creation, what would that look like? And yeah, fitness seems to be something that people like, but my goodness, Instagram fitness is pretty crazy. Like, some of these people have ridiculous physiques. Like, they cannot be sustainable, they cannot be that healthy, and they cannot be good to advocate, right? Like, I'm there saying, oh, I'd like to have a six-pack. No one needs a six-pack. That doesn't functionally do anything, right? It doesn't do, like, there's no benefit to getting it. It's just, it was a personal challenge that I was like, I've never had one, so I might as well try. But I don't know what I would do otherwise, because the people that follow fitness accounts seem to just, they go really heavy into it. They go really deep into it. Fashion stuff. Fashion would be cool. Okay, Kelsey, how are we doing? Welcome in. Taking lots of stuff. I would never take anything unnatural. I would never take anything unnatural. I want to feel good in myself, but I want to feel good in myself here first. I mean, I do. That's not me. That wasn't a cry for help. I do. But I want to always feel good in here is what I'm saying. So I want to feel good in my body, but I wouldn't want to do it at the expense of feeling good in my head. That's what I was going with. An agency could help you brainstorm and develop content marketing plan. Just make sure they don't take a huge commission. Do you know what? There was an influencer today that messaged me, like an established influencer, fitness influencer. He was just like, oh, for £10,000, I can help make you a social media profile. I was like, dude, that is a scam. That is a scam. $10,000 to make a social media profile grow. I was like, no, that's crazy. But we'll see. Don't worry, guys. When I get a 6-pack, you'll be the first to know. Okay? Zero functional use. Maybe I should learn calisthenics. That would be cool. What else do I want to do? I need to start making more lists of things that I want to do and then just start ticking them off month by month or year by year. One of the things you hate the most are the coaches on Instagram teaching you how to become a coach. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like an online Ponzi scheme, those things, where they're like, oh, if you pay us, we'll tell you how to get payment from others. Lesson 1. And then you work out that actually you're the one that's been fleeced. But it's crazy because a lot of social media, you realize that if it's free, you're the product, right? That's the general rule. If you have anything for free, you are the product. We all know that, right? But the question is how can you monetize via things like social media in a way that doesn't feel like you're taking advantage of people? Because I wouldn't want to do that. And I know that they say that in order to grow on social media, you have to give something, right? You have to offer something to people. And I don't really know what that is. I don't really know, I'm not going to, some people will go, here is me telling you what exercise you have to do. And I'm like, look, I can help. If anyone asks me, I can help, but I'm not going to tell. I don't love the idea of telling someone that they have to do anything. And so I'm like, what is it that I can help with? I don't know. I just like telling jokes and making people smile rather than making people feel inadequate. And I feel like that's what a lot of the fitness Instagrams lean towards, is that, oh, you look at it and then you go, oh, I wish I looked like that. I wouldn't want anyone to think that. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate the sub, dude. People make money from pretending to make money. It's true. It is true. Another problem is they glorify materialistic lifestyle, driving expensive cars, chilling in Dubai, etc. Yeah. Do you know what? I actually asked this guy that said $10,000 to create some profile or something. I actually said to him, I was like, are you happy with what you've got right now? What is your next step? What do you see yourself doing in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? Will you be making content forever? Is that what you'll need to do to sustain yourself? He didn't really answer. He didn't really give me something concrete. And so it was very, very difficult to understand what is the end of the life cycle for these influencers, because we've not seen it yet, right? The whole social media world has blown up now, but we've not seen what someone does when they need to retire, unless they are in the tiny minority that becomes so rich that they can retire now at this age. But for anyone who's doing it as a form of career, where they're needing to do it day in, day out to earn, doing that forever's tiring, I think. And so that's why, if it were me, I really would love to perform. And the difficulty is, if I could get acting roles, if I could get more presentation opportunities, like, I would love that. If I could wake up and I have, a diary and it's like, oh, you're traveling to this place to present this event, or you're filming for this TV series. Like, I would love that, because I do want to be in a world where I can entertain. The problem is that the reality right now is that a lot of casting directors, a lot of talent agents, and they are looking for social media profiles. They are looking for people that have influence in that sense. And so there is that part of me that thinks, oh, am I going to have to do this? Not because I want to be an influencer, but because I need to have substantial enough of a social profile that casting directors think, oh, this person knows what they're doing. Yeah, I've chatted with Charlie. Charlie comes from a more traditional acting background. He did acting school, and he's getting opportunities. But Charlie and I have almost come from different directions and ended up in similar places. I went through law and a corporate job and career, and played Go, and was noticed and became a caster because I was noticed as a player. Charlie did acting school. He became an actor and did theatre performances, and then applied to be a caster in VG, having not really played, but a willingness to learn the game. And he has learned the game, and he's a very, very good caster for the VG circuit. But he came via the acting route in, and I came via a player route with the potential for an acting route out. Not leaving, but as in, that's what I'll take from it, is that, hey, I really love this. How can I do more of it? Whereas Charlie's leaning a lot into Pokemon content right now. If you were to follow Charlie on YouTube and Instagram, he does really, really good Pokemon content where he interviews famous Pokemon personalities around the world, and he dives into their stories. I've done one with him. It was cool. He talks about, what would your dream 6 Pokemon be, your dream team, and in going through each of the different Pokemon that would be on your dream team, he asks you about your life, about your journey into Pokemon, but also about things that are personal to you, challenges that you perhaps had to overcome, ambitions, goals, and they're really good. You should definitely, if you haven't heard of, it's called Chazingdra Chats, Charlie Merriman, and he's on YouTube primarily, but posts a lot on Instagram, from what I've seen, and he's growing. The more he does, he's growing very, very quickly. But I think they're very interesting, because the thing that I like about content and about social media is being able to connect with people. That's what I like about it. And what I don't like about it is when it's surface level, when the connections that you're seeing and the people that you're watching, you're just getting a window, a glimpse of the life that they want you to see. And that's where I'm like, oh, this is where it becomes dangerous, because you get people at home sat around looking at everyone else thinking, oh, look how nice everyone else's life is. It's like, yeah, but that's just what they want you to see. Because we all have imposter syndrome. And we all have our own vices and our own skeletons in the closet. But you just don't usually post those on Instagram. So, yeah, that's occupied a lot of my mind recently as to, if I were to start creating content, what would that look like? What structure would I have? What could I lean into that I could post more regularly that would be more entertaining? And I think that maybe acting could be a path. I don't know, if I started posting videos of me doing funny voice acting attempts or little acting scenes, just probably of my face acting with myself also acting the other part, I wonder if that's something that people would listen to, or perhaps if it were just interesting stories or poems or anecdotes and I just read them. Sometimes people like the whole get ready with me approach, or like come to the gym with me approach. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty in my own head when I'm actually getting up and getting ready for doing stuff. I don't know if I would be as well presented as I see some of the people that do that kind of content would be. But watch this space. We'll see where we go. In the meantime, we will compete. More Pokemon, Lille, Gdansk, and then maybe take a break after that. Maybe stream more, but compete less. I talk way too much. I acknowledge this. I need to just work out how to turn it into meaningful content. Right, I got a notification that Marto's gone live. Do we want to raid Marto? Is there anyone else that we would like to raid? Because Marto doesn't stream in English, does he? Is there anyone streaming in English that you'd rather go to, or are we happy with raiding Marto? Jay the Underdog is playing Legend ZA. I haven't got that yet. When it comes to acting, does your interest involve the traditional path? I've done theatre acting when I was young, when I was at school, but I wouldn't go into theatre acting now. If I were going to go into acting now, I'd want to be on screen. So I would want to continue to present. I feel like I could do broadcast television. I feel like I could do some kind of morning show. Maybe not the news. I feel like that would be a little bit boring. But I feel like I have vibrant enough a personality to be entertaining on screen. Or at least I'd like to think. And not just related to Pokemon. But I also think that it's very, very important to follow what you think will make you happy. I really do think that that's important, because otherwise you'll just be a passenger. You'll feel like you've just been a passenger in life. And I don't want that. And I wouldn't want anyone to feel that either. So I would want to do what I can to help everyone feel that these leaps of faith are scary, but we got to all come together to support people doing that, right? Shadow Salamence Team Emil, do it. Do it. I enjoyed Shadow Salamence a lot. It loses to everything, but other than that, it's great fun. Right, we are going to raid Marto Galde. Marto briefly mentioned, he goes, oh, you could be the future Lille champion. And I said, Marto, wait, I'm pretty washed. I wouldn't put your money on me. So I think he took it back. But otherwise, say hi to Marto from me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your days, the rest of your evenings. I will try and stream a little bit more. I cannot promise how much GBL I will play. I might just chat randomly, as I have done for the last half an hour or so. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining, guys, and I will see you next